sinister that I just don't really want to get into it right now. But because God for them has a completely different meaning in some of those circles, especially hierarchies. We're not going to go in that road. I like what I do too much. Because I do come back from a background of Freemasonry. I do come from a background of Freemasonry, and I do have family who went to Yale and who were in the Skull and Bones Society, which is removing elites. That's a whole. Not going down that road, but there are some things that I could tell you, brothers and sisters, that would really curl your hair on ends, validated truths. But again, I like what I do. I like doing this work. I'm not a fool. I do have a little bit of sense. Maybe privately we can discuss some things, but not. We need to be able to strike up the conversation, use the name, and etc. But now comes the most important thing, and we're done. The most important thing. Close the deal. Close the deal. If you go through all of this and you don't close the deal, what did you do? If you don't make the invitation and ask them to take Shahada, what did you do? Dawah is what again? What is Dawah? An invitation. So how are you giving Dawah if you don't invite them? If you just tell them about Allah, tell them about Tawheed, but don't ask them to take Shahada. Why did you go through all that? No, you need to ask them. You know how many people I've met that I've given Shahada to that have told me I've wanted to take Shahada for so long, but no one's ever told me how? I've had Muslims talk to me before, but they just never told me how to take Shahada. Oh. You need to tell them and ask them to accept Islam, even if you only talk to them for 5 minutes. Ask them, after what we discussed, what would prevent you from worshiping your Creator and His oneness? What's stopping you? If nothing's stopping you, then why don't you accept your Creator and take Shahada? And then we can go on to some of these other intricacies about Islam. If they say no, then you've done your job. And if they accept it, then subhanAllah, you've gained a great thing. Never think that you've done too little to ask for Shahada. There was one guy who saw me and a couple of brothers standing outside of a masjid in Alabama. And it just happened to be some brothers from the Jama'at al-Tabligh. And if any of you know the Tabligh Jama'at, they are very recognizable from a distance. You know these brothers. They got everything going on outwardly. The whole imama and high thobe and everything. There was a Mexican guy who was walking by and he was looking at us as he was going down the hill running. And I thought he was going to run into a telephone pole. He was looking at us so hard. And we were laughing at him. Like, this guy's going to kill us. And next thing you know, he comes back up the hill and runs up he's coming up the sidewalk to the masjid. And we're like, what is he going to do? One brother was like, oh, he's going to jump on us. So I was like, no, don't worry about that. I got that under control. It's just one. But he came and he was like, are you guys Muslim? He said, yes. He said, I want to be Muslim. He said, it's just something I walk by here all the time and I just see you guys and you look so peaceful and so humble. We were like, do you know anything about Islam? He was like, I know enough. We were like, what do you know? I want to be like you. That's what he said. And he took his Shahada and he's still a Muslim to this day. Good, strong brother. Good on deen. See, you never know how little it takes. You never know how long it may take. But if you don't make the invitation, you never know. If you never ask, you'll never know. So you need to ask. What is the statement in the Bible? You have not because you ask not. You don't have because you don't ask. If you haven't given anybody Shahada, maybe it's because you haven't asked anybody to take Shahada. Because if Allah wants to guide someone, He'll guide you. That's it. That's all you need to worry about. You disseminate what little bit of information you can, but don't leave someone that you know you may never see again without asking them to accept Islam. Because you may never see them again. There may not be another chance for them. This may be the chance. So you need to ask them. Inshallah. Ask them. Because if not, you've messed up the whole thing. You've messed up the whole thing. Oh yeah, I made this jump. Forget about that. I don't do many many movements in my thing, but this one I did it very good. Now, this is just saying that if you want to help this workshop continue to go forward, you should have done that. But what I say is that I really want you brothers and sisters to get involved in helping these brothers here in our organization. It should become bigger, it should become more well-funded, it should become more well-supplied, and more quality should be coming out of the Dawah that you're doing. The list is going to go around for helping out with the Legacy of Muhammad Week. I expect, how many people are in this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be at least 30 names on that list, inshallah. Okay? You guys make an agreement, you're going to help, you're going to do something, you're going to support it somehow. There should be at least 30 names on that list by the time it gets back to us, inshallah. There should be at least 30 names on that list. Now, anybody wanting to get in touch with me? You need to get in touch with me. You want to ask me some questions or something like that? You see that website right there? YushaEvans.com. I try to make myself as easily accessible as possible. So anyone who says that it's hard to get in touch with me, then they have not tried hard enough, because I'm not hard to get a hold of. My phone number is unfortunately all over the internet. My website is my name. I have Facebook. I do have Twitter and all those things. Those things I don't really get back to. Facebook I don't really get back to. I had 5,000 friends and then Facebook shut me down and tried to open none. So it's hard because I get a lot of things. But if you go to YushaEvans.com and hit contact, there is a, will you pull up my website actually? If you go to YushaEvans.com, and I'll be done, so that's the thing I'm going to do. YushaEvans.com, you see a button right at the top that says contact, right there. If you go to that button that says contact and you fill out this little form that comes straight to myself, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you go to the home page, you go back to the home where it says home. You have all of these lectures that are, inshallah, different things that I've done. And you want to take a look at my videos are there, everything is there, so contact me through there, inshallah. And for my DVDs that are outside, if you want to get them now. Because I'm leaving for Cardiff tonight, I'm not coming back to Bristol, I think. And I can't tell you how long they're going to be there. But if you want to get them, please get them. I only have a couple hundred of them for this whole 9 days. And once they're gone, they're gone. But if something happens and you want to get some after I leave, then you go to the next website. Go to this website, YushaEvansMedia.com. Again, very easy to find. You can actually find it. Go back to mine. If you go here and you can't remember Yusha Evans Media, just go here on my website and click on this, and it's going to take it to you anyway. But this is where you can get my DVDs online, shipped straight to your house. I don't ship them because I'm never home, but they will get shipped to you. But you can get them for a much cheaper price rather than having to pay shipping and the extra $2 for me having to do all the craziness to get them out to you. So please take them. I'm only going to be here for a few minutes and I have to leave for Cardiff because I've been up for almost 48 hours non-stop. So I'm going to have to go a little bit. But any questions? Really quick, because we're running out of time. So keep this up.
Going back to one of the last slides about, when you have situations in stores or elevators, and you said, you can't use a strategy where you ask people, tell them, when I say the purpose of life in 4 words, you must get people who, give you weird looks or think you're a crazy guy. How do you deal with that?
I mean, if they give you weird looks or crazy or tell you you're an idiot, say thank you very much, have a nice day. That's it. Thank you very much, have a nice day. That's pretty much all that you can do. Thank you very much, have a nice day. There's really not much else you can do.